How do we get this wood chipper to dump in this trailer? That's what we're figuring out today. What's going on? It's Samantha from 40 Acres of Clueless, the channel where we figure things out one project at a time. And today the project we're figuring out is how to build a chute that will allow this wood chipper to chip the chips directly into my trailer instead of chipping it into the little bag that it came with. This is a feature that has been really driving me pretty nuts ever since the time that I bought this wood chipper, and reading through the forums, it's driving a lot of you guys crazy as well. So we're gonna figure out how to resolve this problem together. I figured I should show you the modifications that I already made to this wood chipper, so that way we're both starting from the same place. These are safety features, and they're really annoying, which is why I took them off. This little bar here bolts right to the back of the wood chipper here, and it's designed to prevent the debris from shooting up out of this main chute when you're putting brush in through the top. It does do a good job of that, but it tends to cause things to really bunch up, especially if you're trying to dump leaves or any type of debris in here that is lighter. This thing just gets in the way. So what I suggest is that you remove it and just wear a pair of safety goggles. That's what I do. Some stuff's still gonna shoot out of here unexpected. Just wear some safety goggles and you'll be fine. That was the first thing. The second thing was this. This is another safety chute, and it went right on this main chute here. So this chute here was for your larger pieces, and you would push it through this section here. But a lot of times you wouldn't really be able to see the angle that the branch, had a slight twist in it. You wouldn't be able to see the angle of it in this chute, and it would kind of get stuck. So I found with this removed, you can definitely see where your target is at the base of this chute, and it makes it so much faster and so much easier. And honestly, nothing shoots out this side. I'm really happy with taking this one off. I would not recommend that you use this wood chipper with these safety features on it because it's very irritating. Just wear safety goggles and use some common sense. This is the other thing that I already took off. So this is the chute that came stock with this wood chipper, and it had these two little cams or whatever these things are called with this bolt and these two holes here. So it mounted up here, and then these little screws came off to position the chute so that you could adjust it, from about this position so it's facing down to, at like so. This is really not functional because it shoots those chips directly down, and it's designed for safety. It's designed that when the chips come out of this housing here, they're going at a pretty good velocity, and then they're going to go straight down at the ground. And there's a collection bag that goes around this whole apparatus when it's on here, and this bag gets full. The problem is that the bag usually only gets like 50 or 75% full, and then it starts to shoot out the top of the bag, and then you have to turn the machine off and wait for the things to stop spinning and disconnect it, and then go over there and dump it there. And it would just be a lot easier if I could just get all the material from here to go right into the trailer. So this is what I've already taken off, and this is the housing that we're going to be dealing with. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to take these little screw things off, and then we'll be ready to get started. So these are the materials I'm going to use to make this chute. These are 5 to 7 inch hose clamps, and I'm going to use that to attach these pieces of ductwork. So I was able to find this oval shaped ductwork, and it has these two little, I don't know what these are called, shoes? I don't know, I don't think it's a shoe, but elbow. It's an elbow. These two little elbows. And I'm gonna put one on the end here and another on the other end to kind of make it kind of shoot down like this. And we'll see how that's gonna work. But I'm gonna use these hose clamps to get these things fastened on. And I'm gonna have to drill into this wood chipper. This is where the wood chips come out. It's this square housing. It's 2.5 inches wide by 6 inches tall. And then there's some of this other stuff here. Now, in an ideal world, it would be awesome just to be able to, you know, weld something here. But I don't know how to weld. I don't know anybody that welds, and I don't own a welder. So the next best thing is to use one of these, that I can think anyway. This is an oval shape duct for furnace ducting, and it's this long elbow shape and it's oval, and I'm thinking that I'm going to be able to get this kind of on here like so, just to have that chute come up and then down. That would be the ideal situation. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to mark, because I think I'm going to drill this into the side of this housing at the angle that I want. And I can go to right about there. And then I can put a hose clamp around it as well, just to fasten it on to make sure it stays put. Now I got a couple of holes here, right? So I think I'm going to drill and use the original, the little turning knob things that came with it, whatever those are called. Oh, that's crazy. Crazy idea is even going to work. Pretty secure. Huh. Holy crap. No cuts. I got it. This is a little doohickey. I'm going to put through here. I'm going to make that hole a little bigger. I just can't believe that I hit that. Right on the money. Come on, get it. Oh, pretty darn close. Yeah. Got it. Okay. It just needs to work. There we go. I don't trust this darn thing. I mean, duct tape, right? Duct for ducts. This is a duct. So I'm assuming this was the initial purpose of the design of the duct tape. I don't know, I could be wrong about that too. I'm wrong about a lot. When I do these projects, I'm always wrong. But you know what? As long as it works, I don't care. There we go. We got some duct tape on the duct to hold the snap lock together. I don't know, seems like a good idea. There we go. Oh, right here like this. Or another one of these. Oh man, this is way too tall. Oh man, I wasn't sure, you know, the angle I was gonna have to use with this, which is why I left this so tall. But I'm thinking I'm gonna have to cut this off because, you know, that's too much. Well, that's the next thing we're gonna do. Well, folks, we're back at it. After realizing that this thing was way too long, I just decided to have supper and call it a night. So it's the next day. Obviously, I don't know why I bought a 5-foot section. I wasn't sure initially what the angle was going to be of that pipe when I got it coming out, so I thought maybe it would, you know, a more gradual angle would be required. But anyway, that was funny. So, I think I would ideally like the top of this spout to be, you know, maybe about right here. I don't want it much taller than that. So, let's take a gander. That will put me... Yeah, it puts me at about 22 inches, cutting it off here. So I think that's the next thing. I'm going to measure off 22 inches of length on this. We'll just cut that off and then we'll reconvene. Boy, these things are dirty. I was running the weed whacker yesterday. I got a little piece of grass all over them. Anyway, I'm going to cut this up here. I don't know what the best way to cut it is. I'm just going to use the angle grinder. I could do it with some tin snips, but I don't know. If this doesn't work, I'll use that. I think this will work. This wheel's pretty, boy, that's pretty old. This is more like what I had envisioned. This is looking better already. We've got some ducts. We've got some duct tape. That's all you need to build the wood chipper chute. There you go.
Hello, I'm the live studio audience. And I could also heckle you.
With the mallet?
Well, if I get real worked up.
Oh boy. Excuse me, does anyone from the audience have a rubber mallet?
Oh, I have a mallet.
Oh, perfect. Thank you,
There you
ma'am.
go.
Thank you. Now my theory is if I pound the bottom more than the top, it should increase the angle. We will find out if I am correct. Or decrease? I don't know. Make it point more down. That's about as much as I want to go. Right there. I think it's gonna work. So now we're gonna go around this. I don't have any more of those big pipe hose clamps, or whatever they're called. It would be nice if I had another one. Now I think also with this I'm going to reinforce this too, because there's going to be a lot of force coming out of here. Thank the Lord, the studio audience has been dismissed. So I can see a problem there as well. And I postulate, we bring this around. So, we could even partially support it here, and it should shoot directly into the trailer back there. That, I think, might be the way to use it.